Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic, Classic, Non-Classic. This is episode number 680 and Doubleshot number 584. Two more volumes of the Green Lanterns series. First up, it's Green Lanterns, Volume 2, The Phantom Ring, collecting issues 17 to 14 of the Green Lanterns series. I should point out, though, this is something really weird. The first volume was $16.99. This one, for some reason, jumped to $19.99, though the next volume goes back to $6.99. No idea why this is, especially even if this book does contain 8 issues. Yeah, mostly put, the storyline is about the Phantom Ring. If you're curious, though, what in the world does a Phantom Ring look like? Let's see if I can find a good picture of it. Of it in its natural form. Let's see if I can find it here. Wait, hold on. I think I just found it. Here it is. This is what the Phantom Ring looks like in its, well, when it's not turning to various different things. Now, those of you curious, what is the Phantom Ring? Simply put, it's a ring that can tap to all the emotions of the emotional spectrum. Yeah, and there's this one guy who gets his hands on it, and he becomes sort of like a Green Lantern. He also becomes an Extra Core Lantern. Pretty much like all the Lantern Corps except for a Black Lantern and a White Lantern. Yeah, it's weird though he comes like every single one, which is odd. John Stewart appears in here. Yeah, he's called to Earth because of Phantom Ring stuff. And of course, I love the fact that the Justice League are involved in here as well. As sort of like a guest star. Of course, they're working together, fine like that. I'm going to point this out though, and this is something that I got to talk about for the third volume. You see this white border that's surrounding the cover, and even the back cover as well. Yeah, for some reason, starting with the second volume, despite still being Power Rebirth, the white border disappears. No idea why, they just stopped putting it on there. Though, I should point out though, starting as of 6 months ago, actually 7 months ago, DC stopped using DC Rebirth on top of the books. Yep, the border has been this top portion right here has been removed and placed in the corner and called DC Universe. Yeah. Of course, this is also when Jessica and Simon meet Remy, the exiled guardian, which no one has ever heard of before. He was simply created for the storyline. Now, this is done by Sam Humphries and all work by Robinson Ruka, Ronan Click, Ed Baines, Eduardo Padisca, Jay Liston, Cam Smith, and Julio Ferreira. Oh, and the titular Phantom Lantern is this guy here. Yep. Let's also point out, though, Sam Humphries brings back a character that I and a lot of other people who were reading Jeff Johns on for Green Lantern, this is back in 2013, yeah, Bohoom is back. The First Lantern. The main antagonist of the Wrath the First Lantern storyline is back. Which, even I agree with Remy. Last time I saw this guy, he got hacked to death by Necron. As for how in the world he's alive, he says, oh, he's all powerful. That's not a reason. As far as I know, Sam Humphries didn't even bother to explain his resurrection. At all. It's a big plot thread. I don't think he ever resolved it before he ended his run, but yeah, this is fantastic. Highly recommend it. Next trade is about several different stories. This is mostly about the Phantom Ring. 9.5 out of 10. Alright, next up is Volume 3 Polarity. Oh yeah, and this one they go back then to $16.99 for some reason, these cover trade prices. Okay, 15 and 21 of the series. Sam Humphries is still the writer. Robinson Rook and Aura Parisa is the artist. There's a few different stories in here. One is basically Batman asking Jessica and Simon to come to Gotham to solve some stuff related to fear stuff. Also, this particular storyline takes place just prior to the awesomeness that is the I Am Bane storyline by Tom King and David Finn. Take place directly before that storyline, which is really good. And it turns out why everybody's like symptoms of the Sinestro Corps lantern of a Sinestro Corps lantern ring is because somehow, and yet this book never bothers to explain how this happened, Scarecrow got his hands on the Sinestro Corps ring. As for how in the world at this point he got his hands on it, never explained. Though my theory is he probably kept his ring after all the rest of the people who were briefly Sinestro Corps lanterns toward the end of the Sinestro series, which was done by Colin Bunn. He probably kept his while everybody else just gave up their rings like right after this one thing saving the planet. Yeah, really great storyline, and also this is also the very storyline that Simon Baz gives up his pistol. Yeah, a pistol he's kept since his debut appearance. So after having it for roughly about 3 or 4 years, he gives it up and he tries to get Batman because Batman doesn't want guns, so he gives it to Commissioner Gordon. Good idea. And as far as I know, he does not get it back, and he still doesn't have the dang gun. So right now, Simon doesn't have his gun anymore, which is fine. And then we have Simon and Jessica versus the guy on the cover, Dr. Polaris. Yeah, I think this is the second Dr. Polaris. Let me look this guy up here. Yeah, because I think he is the second Dr. Polaris. His name is Neil Emerson. Yes. Here he is. Dr. Polaris. Yep, it's the original one. Yep, the original Dr. Polaris. Yeah, it's something though. Sam Humphries brought back this character. Actually, it wasn't Humphries that brought him back. It was Joshua Williamson. And yes, he was a Green Lantern. He was a Hal Jordan Green Lantern villain. Yeah, I mean, his first appearance back in the 60s in Green Lantern Volume 2, number 21. Now, here are his creators. John Broome and Gail Kane. Oh, and he looked a lot different. Now, as for his this is probably his first appearance since Justice League vs. Suicide Squad. Yeah, it's something that he popped up here after that particular miniseries wrapped up. And I don't have a problem with it. It's actually really nice the fact that Sam Humphries decided to use him because, well, you got to think Josh Williamson bring this character back. He brought back several characters, and he also brings the fact the guy has a brother he deeply cares about, and his brother, he tries to use his powers, and of course Simon, uses his powers to try to save his brother. He fails. This would be the third time he's actually done this. The first time he did this was when he got his brother-in-law out of a coma. Second time is when he freed Bleeze from being a Red Lantern, though she kind of went back to being Red Lantern. He tried for a third time, but apparently it was too late, and Polaris tried to destroy everything, and also there was also something tied into what was going on in Suicide Squad, where Amanda Waller was removed as the director of the Suicide Squad, and Harcourt basically took over, though she later got killed by, I think Deadshot later killed her in the Suicide Squad book, so it loosely ties into what happens in Suicide Squad, which is nice, the fact they actually... Oh, and why do Jessica and Simon go after him? Because Harcourt asked them to. And also because... Apparently, Dr. Polaris is working on experiments for the government, doing research for the government, and apparently they want his research, and also I think also because he's a wanted felon. There's that. But this by far is also they even throw in here as a really good story. They also threw in sort of a partial backstory to Rami and Verhoom. Yeah. Though this is explored much more later on Verhoom's backstory, which it's something though Sam Humphries is the one explaining his backstory, even though Jeff Johns was the one who created this villain. Yeah, Jeff Johns created him, and yes, Sam Humphries is the one explaining his backstory. Really weird. I thought maybe Johns might be doing this, but I do have a theory of the reason why Jeff Johns was too busy to do this. The guy's too busy dealing with the movies and TV shows. He still kind of is right now. The issues here are amazing. I give this book also a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. As far as I know, I think Tivia did review the first trade of this particular series. I don't know if he reviewed volumes 2 and 3. Tivia, if you have, please leave a link in the comment section below so I can get a chance to hear your thoughts on these particular 2 trades. I gotta admit, these were really damn good. I'm hoping my hands on volume 4 really soon, 4 and 5 in the future, but it's great the fact I got my hands in these books. Yeah, I decided to get these mainly because I want to get more trades to review for this channel. Because it seems like I got more trades I get in the library, but yeah, I wanted to get more trades, so I figured, oh, why not? Why not? So yeah, that's particularly it for this video. I do have one more video I plan to do today, and that's a review of the newest chapter for 7 Deadly Sins. Actually, 2 videos. That one and the final chapter for Tokyo Ghoul Re. You'll find my thoughts on those in those separate videos coming out later, hopefully in the next couple hours, okay? Well, next hour or two, depends on when I get a chance to do them, okay? But there, see you in the next review. Bye.